everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting. And if you didn't see the thumbnail, this will tell you what this video is going to be. I got some books back from CGC. So we're going to open those up here in just a minute after we give people a chance to hop in here. We had Unruly in here tailgating earlier. GT Key was in here tailgating earlier. We'll see if they come back. So far, I got 0 on the board. So, there's a few people. There's Unruly. What's going on, my friend? So yeah, I got a box from CGC. Hey, sure again, what's going on? Thank you. So, a little story behind this box we'll get into before we open it up. So last August, end of July, early August, I sent 15 books to my friend Jimmy the Geek Aficionado to clean and press, send to CGC. USPS, according to CGC, damaged the box on the way to them. And so like 15 books, 8 of them, they were damaged in transit to there. So they graded 7. I had them send the other 8 back to me to look at. I decided that 5 of them were potentially salvageable. I sent them those 5 along with 5 other books. So I got those back around the 1st of November. Around the 1st of December, I sent those 5 plus 5 more books. So this is my list. This is what's in the box. DC Comics Presents 26. Silk number 1, the 1 in 25 Stacey Lee variant. Silk number 1, the second print. Hey, Chris, what is going on? Justice League 31, first Jessica Cruz. Thor Got a Thunder 25. Thor 2, which are the first full Jane or second full Jane, whatever. Hawkeye number 1, with the Kate Bishop Hawkeye number 1, Invincible Iron Man number 1, the Riri Williams, and then my Catwoman 51, Adam Hughes. So those are the ones I said. So I added 5 books to those 5 that I thought I'd take a shot on again. Jimmy ended up getting those with the holidays and stuff and everything else. He got those to CGC about the 1st of February, a little after, like between the first week. And then CGC checked them in. So these were moderns, non-fast track. Checked them in February 22nd. They came back today. So from check-in date to now, right at 3 months. From actual getting the CGC to now, 3.5 months. So that's not too bad in terms of just turnaround time. So that's where the turnaround time is at least for there. So we got 10 books. Full disclosure, I know the grades. I haven't put them on here yet. I know the grades. And the reason I know the grades is because I had a really long day at work last week. Like, just not like hard day, just like long. And got home and I was like, oh, I want to see where the books were at. I think it was Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. And I went in to see where the shipping was at. And instead of clicking the shipping link, I clicked the other link and I was like, and the grades popped up and I was like, oh, and at that point it was too late. I know I should, but normally I don't look. But this time I did look, but once I'd seen a couple of them, I just looked. So one really exciting positive for me, a couple disappointments. So about your typical CGC thing. So yes, I know I'm supposed to lie, but yeah, full disclosure. I'm not gonna pretend. I did click the wrong link the other day and was like, oh, and it was too late. So with that, we're gonna open this up because this box got here at noon today, and I've been staring at it because I work from home today, and it's like begging me to open, and I have not opened it yet. As I try to cut myself, that's not good. I didn't want to stay in the groove there. All right. Gosh dang. I might have to get something sharper. Scissors are not one to cut this tape tonight. There we go. Got through it, though. Got through it. You don't know how people don't look. Well, I've now looked the last 2 times because the one where they were damaged and they went on and graded the other 7 books, I looked then too, and then now I looked again. So I don't know. Maybe I just want to do the blind. Maybe I went. So, pull a cardboard out, pull a thing out. What side do I want to start from? Oh, these are not in that order. So we're gonna start. We'll start down here. So yeah. So first up, poor timing on this book. This book was. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah. Ooh, lots of glare. Lots of glare. Was super hot around the time I sent it to CGC. Not so much now. This one I actually did predict. I might have just showed you guys a 9.6 on because there is a spine tick on it that I knew breaks color. I was like, it's probably enough. So, but yeah, so we grabbed this one. I didn't have much in this book, but it did come back the 9.6. So yeah, first Kate as Hawkeye. So yeah, so that's that's what I was expecting on this one. It's I forget where it's at. There's 2 little ticks on the front that break color, and so that's kind of what I figured was going to happen with this one. So, but I'm happy with it. I know it's not worth a ton right now. I may still try to move it. Hey Dre, what is going on? Actually, I am going to probably still try to move it. Just I should be able to still get enough to cover what I got in it and make a little bit off of it. So and use it to do some other stuff. So that was the original purpose of the book, and we'll probably keep with that. So. All right, let's go next. I should make the pile of the bags here. We'll put those right there. I will want them later because I am out of Mylars for slides. Next, we got a little. So I'm like completely out of order compared to my. Compared to my how I sent them in. So Justice League 31, first Jessica Drew. Not Jessica Drew, Jessica Cruz. This was another one I thought had a shot at a 9.8. It does have a little spot on Batman's cape that there is a tick there. Doesn't really break color, but I didn't really know that you could fix it either. I predicted this one also at a 9.6 before I sent it, and we were right. We got that 9.6. So yeah. So first 2 books, both of them I expected 9.6s. I got 9.6s. So always feel good when you're right. Although I would have liked. I was hoping maybe we get that 9.8. There you go. That's a dangerous bug, blue collar, dangerous bug. But one I myself have gotten over the last several years. I went from almost from no slabs to I still don't have a ton, but I definitely have getting more and more all the time. So next, where do we gotta go here? Invincible Iron Man #1. Now this one I did think had a good shot at a 9.8. The first kind of Riri as Invincible Iron Man. Really thought this book had a really good shot at the 9.8. I didn't try to invest. I was way too late on the Riri game. I didn't try to go after her first appearance, but I did go after this book. And this was really meant to be a turn book when the time is right. And yeah, so hoping for a 9.8 on this one. And this was one of our disappointments. We only got a 9.6. I don't remember there being really anything wrong with this one. Of course, no grader's notes on a 9.6. I already looked. Yeah, I still don't. I don't see anything on this one. I didn't see one when I'd sent it, and I don't see anything now. But hey, Lois, what is going on? Putting the kids to bed. Understand. Yeah, it'll affect you all right. Hey, Beckerman, what is going on? Jeff, what's going on, Schulte? So yeah, we're not off to the best of starts here. Now 2 of the 9.6s we predicted. This we were predicting a 9.8. I really just don't. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see any ticks on the spine. The corners are good. There's no like color rub on this book. I do not understand. So this is one of our disappointments. Buy that for $1. I'm hoping to get more than $1 out of it. Not what I was hoping to get, obviously, with the 9.8, but I'm hoping to get more than $1. You know, there's a lot of people that think that way. I don't think that way, but this one I was a little surprised by. I will just say. Craig is not here, so darn the luck. I wish Craig was hanging out with us, but he is not here. Dre, what is going on? So yeah, we're off to a 9-6 start. So two of which, like I said, two of which I predicted, one of which I did not. What do we got next? We're gonna go. All right. Let's do our. So what we've done. Oh, that was one of our books that we sent back. So that it got damaged, and we still got a 9.6 out of it. So that was one of our damaged books. I was going to do the damaged books last, I guess, but let's do a little bit of our Thor. We'll go Thor next. So we got 2 copies of Thor #2. They are your first full Janus Thor or whatever. Yes, they are. A lot of bare mint going on back behind me right now. And so I sent 2 copies of these. One of these is mine. One of these is the Turn and Burn when the movie comes out, or maybe even right now. I don't know. We'll see. They didn't really jump as much as I thought with the trailers. A lot of people had these. How about 3? Yeah. Yeah, I love buying 9.6s. If it's a book I'm trying to sell, it's not quite as nice. And we did get a 9.8 on our first copy of Thor #2. So yeah, this one probably keep the 9.8, but we got another one in here. We got another copy of Thor #2 that we sent to CGC, and also a 9.8. So that is nice. So we did that one. Which we predicted 9.8s for both of these, and we're right. So super happy about that. Oh, I'm sorry, puppy dog. I'm sorry. You were behind me. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, big guy. I just rolled my chair over his tail. I'm sorry. He didn't actually yelp. Just got him up. I'm sorry, Bubs. Didn't realize you were laying quite there. Okay? Yeah, you're gonna start barking now? I probably earned it. It's like, no, here. I got a treat in my pocket. Yeah, I'm still got a treat in my pocket. There you go. I don't think I actually get rolled over it, but I hit it when I went back up. So yeah. So those were 2 I got right on my predictions. I'm gonna move these 9.6s down to the end, and we'll work our way back. How about we do that? And because we got some more books coming. So those are like 4 of the 5 books that I was actually planning to. So yeah, 4 of the 5 of those are ones I'm selling, which means 4 of the 5 that are left are ones that are for me. Let's go with the Thor, God of Thunder. We'll stay with the Thor. You better unbox the books. I am unboxing books. We got 5 books already behind us. You're late. We'll do a recap though. So far I've been 4 for 5 on my grades, and I had one 9.8 that came back a 9.6 that I predicted 9.8 came back a 9.6. So I'm doing pretty good. God of Thunder 25. Now this was one of the ones that got damaged and got sent back. I thought beforehand it was a marginal 9.8 anyway. I thought it was a 9.6, 9.8. when I sent it the first time before it got damaged, I thought we could get it back to a 9.6 and didn't think it would get back to a 9.8. And we did get that 9.6. So Jimmy was able to get the damage from the first send off, the CGC fixed. So yeah, so just a book. This was for me. This was kind of completing my Jane Foster Thor related stuff because she does appear in the back of this. So yeah, so we got another night. This one I knew. This one I really thought would be a 9.6, and it was. And I am not disappointed in that at all. You were early. This is true. No whammies. No whammies. So yeah. So we're gonna put that right there. 10 slabs with the. All right. So we got 4 slabs. I think I can get them all up there. I'll have to move my thing. All right. Next, we're going to go with the other book that is, we'll do the 2 Silk books. So I already have a 9.8 of her first appearance, and I have a 9.8 of the first print of this. I grabbed this a long time ago for pretty cheap. This second print, I forget where I found this one. I think I got this one in a shop, and not at like a. Yeah, I think I got this in one of the shops that I went to. So this is probably because I have the first print. I'll probably move this at some. This is one that's probably also going to be for sale. I thought this was a 9.8. This was one of the books that had a little bit of corner ding. Looked to me like there was no color break. So the corner ding, which has been I haven't been showing that, but it would have been down in that. On this one, was it that corner, or was it? No, on this one, I think it was this corner, if I remember correctly. Anyway, you can see it didn't break color. He was able to get it out, and we got that 9.8 back. So super happy about that one. So, all right. The last 3 books are all books for me. Actually, we'll do the other Silk book first. So this one, this is a hard to find variant. It is one of my favorite covers, period. Hey, what's going on, GC? Louis is in the house. GTK is back. Yeah. So this is the stuff that got damaged. 5 of these were the ones that got damaged. I sent back out to get cleaned and pressed again, and they're coming back. I said at the beginning, but these arrived at CGC about February 4th or 5th. I want to say somewhere in there. They didn't unbox them till the 22nd and log them into the system. They're back now. So 3.5 months from getting there, 3 months basically from unboxing. This was modern, not fast passed. So this, of the books that got damaged, and this one was this corner, and you can see he worked on it. I think you can still kind of see it a little bit in the corner. He worked on it. This was perfect copy before it left. And like, I love this cover. This was completely for me. I was so disappointed it was one of the ones because it's hard to find this cover, and I'd found it at a reasonable price. I decided to go on and try it. I did not think, like I predicted 9.4, thought that might even be optimistic, even with what he could do trying to press it. You can still kind of see there's it's still a little bit there, but the CGC gods were generous, to put it mildly, and gave me that 9.8. So super excited about that. I mean, he worked it over. Like, you can still tell, but it is I mean, you can kind of tell, but it's not. Yeah, I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised that it got the 9.8. I really thought that it would probably get the a 9.6 at the best. Looking at it, 9 yeah. Well, my fear was it was gonna be like a 9.4 when we sent it. And but yeah, he got it out. Like, I mean, I can see it. I think you guys could even maybe see it a little bit. Like the remnants. Yeah, you can kind of see there's a little bit of a there, still there, but they gave it the 9.8, so I'm not going to complain. And it's a PC book, so I am super excited about that because that's not one. I just love this cover. That's not one I'm planning to move for any particular reason. So, all right, 2 books left. Greater Film. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Unruly. Yes, I am super excited that one came back what it did. I think the Greater might have been. The Greater was feeling generous, which if they were generous there, my other cover in the submission that I really loved that I sent, and this book I thought was a 9.8 all day, that there was nothing wrong with it at all. And this Greater was not super kind to me. And this is kind of like that, maybe even more so than the I talked about the Invincible Iron Man that I thought was a 9.8. Like, I'm looking to remember, but I didn't remember I honestly contemplated sending this one without having it cleaned and pressed because there was just literally nothing wrong with it. And I literally see nothing wrong with it. Like, if you'd swap these 2 grades, I'd have been like, yeah, no, I see that. I don't get this not being a 9.8. I'm trying to look, but it is not. So Greater HTC. There you go. The boss is walking around. Yeah. Oh, no Graders notes. No, none of these books had Graders notes. What's I really say? Crack it, let it breathe. I'll be honest. This one is tempting. This is the first time I've really been like, it'd be worth it to try it again. I just don't know what they marked it down for. Unless there's something. Well, mate. No, that's just the cut. That's the coloration of the cover, I think. Yeah, that's just the way that is. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not Mr. 9.8, so it really doesn't bother me that much. Lots of strands. Yeah. There's other books that are more valuable. Maybe this book is not cheap. That book is not cheap. PJX got you, bro. But so, I'm disappointed because I thought it was a 9.8. I'm not really but I'm not really Mr. 9.8, so I don't actually mind it being a 9.6. It was just I feel like it is a 9.8. It's the disappointment. If that makes any sense. I don't mind having a 9.6 in my collection. I would be happy. I'm happy with that. It's just I look at this book and I look at that book and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. But anyway, so yeah, maybe, but only to knock it to a 9.6, it must be very small. And there's of course no notes. Last book, which is for me the big book of this submission, which was my DC Comics Presents 26. My original goal for this was a 9.0 to a 9.4. I found a raw copy I thought fit that bill. I thought I had it. The 9.4 was what I predicted before I sent it before it got damaged. So you can see, before it got damaged, I predicted the 9.4. Came back, it was in, so I don't know if I can show you guys this because it's in the upper corner. It was this corner. Had just depending on how the books were turned, depending on which corner it was. It was in the upper corner, had a bend after it went. Oh, you guys might have just seen it. But I thought no color break in the bend. So I sent it to Jimmy to press it back out. It looks, for me, yeah, he completely got it. No chance of this being like, there was never a chance. It's got spine ticks and stuff. There was never a chance of it being a 9.6 or a 9.8. High end, I still thought was 9.4 and 9.2, which is super. I'm super ecstatic for this to be a 9.2. Like I said, my goal was a 9.0 to a 9.4 when I bought it raw. I thought this fit the bill. It did fit the bill. So yeah, for me, first Cyborg, first Raven, first Starfire, first new Teen Titans with Marv and George. Given what just happened, obviously, I'm glad to finally have this back in my collection. I now have basically all of the main Titans keys. It's still here. It hasn't sold yet, unreally. Like I listed it. It's currently listed on Shortbox. That's where I've been putting my slabs. It hasn't moved. I lowered the price a little bit because it didn't jump the way I thought it would, but it has not moved. I'm not really worried. I'm probably not going to lower it anymore. I'll wait for the next trailer or whatever. Redhead Stepchild Graves. For a book from 1980, I'm super happy. Like with a 9.2. I am, at this point, I know how old I am. It's 40 plus years old. Super happy with this. So I now have Slabs Comics Presents 26. I have a number 1. I have a number 2. I have 44. I have a couple other books in the run. I have a 39, which is Slab, thanks to Bonafide Comics, and a couple others that the first Blackfire I may send at some point. So yeah. So no, I still have I have a couple books currently listed on Shortbox, which is that Thor 1 and 25, the Thor number 1 and 25, and then my ASM annual 16, which has kind of been on there, not been on there for too long, but is listed. So I can move these a little bit this way, but we'll go right there. So ultimately, that one was down. I predicted 9.4, came back 9.2. The Silk, I predicted 9.4, and it came back 9.8. The other Silk, the second print, I was right on. The Justice League, I was right on. God of Thunder, I was right on. Both Thors, I hit. The Catwoman and the Invincible Iron Man, I both thought were 9.8s. I still think they're 9.8s. They both came back 9.6s, but oh well. So yeah, I think I did okay. So we'll kind of go back through these ones at the beginning for anybody that came in late. I don't have any books out at the moment. I kind of need to move a couple of these and a couple of the other books I have listed to fund another submission. I have books that I know that I want to send. But yeah, let's do a real quick recap and I will get out of here in about 35 minutes or so. So, DC Comics presents 9.2. Super happy with that. That was one of my 25 books, well, this was before the 25, the 50, I guess, but it was like a top 20 book. I needed in my collection, got it. It's now slabbed. I'm super happy. Little disappointed in the 9.6 only because of the copy. I do feel like there's nothing wrong with it, but we'll take the 9.6 of Catwoman 51. The Silk number 1, Stacey Lee 1 in 25 variant. I will absolutely take that 9.8. So if I got robbed a little bit here, I stole a little bit back here for sure. One of my favorite covers. I just love this cover. So super, super happy with that. Silk second print number 1, 9.8. That's one I'll probably list for sale, just to get a little funding. I found that for a bargain a while ago. The God of Thunder 25 is for me, part of my Jane collection. Super happy that Jimmy was able to get this back to a 9.6 after it got damaged. I think it was a 9.6 probably all along, and so super happy with that. two 9.8 copies of Thor #2. One for me and one that I will try to move here in the run up to the movie at some point. So yeah, if somebody's looking for a copy of one of these, let me know. And then the other 3 books are all books that at one point or another are sell books for me. Little disappointed. The Invincible came back to 9.6. I really think this, looking at it, I feel like this is a 9.8, but hey, it's fine. In the run up, we'll get Riri here before long. So this one will be a book that I will move. Jessica Cruz, first appearance. I expected this to be a 9.6. This was also a book that got damaged. Although I think Jimmy fixed the damage. I was thinking it was a 9.6 beforehand because there's a color breaking tick. You guys can see it in Batman's cape. Maybe it's down just above the words, above the Jeff Johns name. But anyway, so I kind of expected that's what that would be. And then the last book was this Hawkeye, #1, Kate Bishop, 9.6, and that one was one I kind of figured was a 9.6 too. So overall, I think I did pretty good predicting my grades, and I'm pretty happy with the submission, the turnout. Like I said, this was not a surprise because I looked the other day, not intentionally, but I looked. I mean, these first 3 are the big books that I got for me to keep, and then obviously the 2 Jane books. The others are all books I'm going to move at some point. But yeah, pretty happy with the submission. With that, I'm gonna get off of here. We've been on for 30 minutes, and let you guys go about the rest of your week. I'll probably in the next week or so maybe have another video where I discuss maybe what I'm gonna try to submit next. I'm still deciding who I'm gonna go with for a pressure. I have not made a decision there because Jimmy's not doing that anymore, and which is no big deal. I just need to decide where I want to go, and I'm maybe going to reach out to a couple guys, see what their timeline is. So if anybody has suggestions for good pressers, let me know. And with that, still have some books. Well, hopefully not. Let's hopefully they didn't. The Wonder Woman #1. I do have, thankfully, is it up here? Might be downstairs. I do have a book. Luckily, thanks to my man Bear Island, my Teen Titans #1 was signed by George and Marv a couple of years ago. That Bear Island did that for me. So I am very lucky to have a George signature. And now I'm lucky to have this book here and permanently in my collection. So, all right. Potentially. Thing is, like, honestly, like, I'm disappointed in the moment that this is a 9.6. But ultimately, I'm fine with it. Like, I'm probably not going to crack and resubmit. The odds of me doing that are very slim. I'll be perfectly honest. Because I'm not has to be a 9.8 guy. Particularly, I'm just not. And so, yeah, it just, to me, looking at this book and looking at this book, like, I feel like those grades should have been swapped. So from that standpoint, I stole one and lost one. Like, I gained and lost, so it kind of balances out. So there you go. I did not get to meet him either. Like, I missed it. That was one of the reasons Adam did that for me, like, unknown to me at the time that he was doing it, but he did that for me was because I missed out on an opportunity to meet him. And so yeah, and so super happy that he still did that for me. All right, with that, I've milked this Midwestern goodbye long enough. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. You got 28 people watching. So overall, I think I did pretty good. Not like all 9.8s across the board, but overall pretty good. And we will catch you guys next time later.